Hello, everybody. So today we're going to continue with Chapter 7. We're on Lesson 7.9, Divide by 9, and we're on page 299 of the third grade textbook. Our essential question, as it has been in every lesson in this chapter, is what strategies can you use to divide by 9? So let's unlock the problem. Beckett's class goes to the aquarium. The 27 students from the class are separated into 9 equal groups. How many students are in each group? So let's circle the important information. We have 27 students from the class. They're going to be separated into 9 equal groups. So how many are they going to put into each group? And so do we need to find the number of equal groups or the number in each group? Well, they've already stated that there's going to be 9 equal groups. So we have to find out how many students will be in each group. So the number in each group. Now, one way, and this isn't a new method or a strategy, we've practiced this, says make equal groups. Well, we know that there's 9 groups, so the first step would be to make 9 circles to show our 9 groups. All right, so there's our 9 groups, and then we're going to put one counter in each group. And then we're going to continue drawing one counter at a time until all 27 counters are drawn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and keep going till you get 1 in each group. All right, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I have to get to 27. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so I've used all 27 counters. So how many counters are in each group? Well, there's just 3. So there's 3 students in each group. So 27 students divided by 9 groups equals 3 students in each group. Or you may see the problem written this way, 27 divided by 9. And the quotient would still be 3. All right, let's try another one on page 300. Okay, so we can use factors. So the factors of 9 are 3 and 3. So if you remember dividing by 4, we said we could divide by the factors of 4, and we divided by 2, and then we divided by 2 again. Or when we divided by 6, we divided by 2, and then we divided by 3. So we can do the same thing dividing by 9 by dividing by 3 first, and then by 3 again, because 3 times 3 is 9. So to divide 9, use the factors. 27 divided by 9 equals some number. So let's start by dividing by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 27 divided by 9 is 3. So we just use a smaller math fact to start. And then we repeated that math factor because 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, we can also use a related multiplication fact. So again, here, okay, we're getting towards the middle to the end of third grade. We should really start to be able to say our multiplication facts by memory. So if somebody was to ask, you should be able to say 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 11 is 99. 9 times 12 is 108. Okay, if we can do that, then when we have a problem like this, 27 divided by 9, isn't it just the easiest way is to just say 9 times what is 27? 9 times 3. So if 9 times 3 is 27, then 27 divided by 9 is 3. So using a related multiplication fact for a division fact is ideal. It's extremely easy to do. All right, so here, what multiplication fact can we use to find 63 divided by 9? All right, well, if I don't know my 9s, that doesn't help me much. But we did learn when we were multiplying by 9s a way of telling what the factor is that I'm multiplying by 9. If I look at the 63, I know that the number that I multiply by the 9 is 1 greater than that. So what's 1 greater than 6? 7. So I would use 9 times 7 is 63. Okay, draw counters in the groups to find 18 divided by 9. Well, it would be easier still to say 9 times what is 18? And I'd say 2. But if I did it, I got to have a strategy, right? So I'm going to put one counter in every group until I've reached 18. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, that confirmed it. There's 2 in each group. If I was using the, I want to go ahead and show different couple ways too to practice. 18 divided by 9. Let's use factors. Divide 18 by 3 first. That's 6. Now take that 6 and divide by 3 again. We get 2. 9 times what is 18? That would be a related math fact. 9 times 2. So any of these 3 strategies work really well. All right, how about this one? Find the quotient. 45 divided by 9. Okay, we could draw 9 squares or 9 circles and count to 45. We could split 9 by its factors. That's a little more difficult. 45 divided by 3, that's not really a math fact we know, so I wouldn't use that strategy. Or I could say 9 times what is 45. And in this case, that's what I want to use. 9 times what is 45. Okay? And so I'm going to focus on the tens place of the 45. Because I know that the factor that I multiply 9 by will be 1 greater than the tens place of the product. 1 place greater than 1 place value higher is 5. Okay? So 9 times 5 is 45. So 45 divided by 9 is 5. 36 divided by 6. Well, let's use the equal group strategy. Okay, so we have 6 equal groups. And how much are we going to put into each group? Well, we're going to start by putting 1 in each group, in each of the 6 groups, and we're going to keep going until we reach 36. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. And that makes sense because 6 times what is 36? 6 times 6 is 36. 9 divided by 1. Okay, so there's no real strategies we need to draw for this one. This is basically saying you have 9 cookies and you only have 1 plate. So how many cookies are on that 1 plate? 9. Any number divided by 1 is that number. 54 divided by 9. Okay. So again, this one I wouldn't use the strategy of dividing by the factors of 9 because you haven't learned a math fact of 3 times something equal 54. Okay, so it's not a strategy you should use. We didn't talk about it in this lesson, but we could use repeated subtraction too. So let's use equal groups. So I'm going to draw 9 groups. Okay, so there's my 9 groups. I'm going to put one counter in each group until I reach, and keep adding to each of the 9 groups until I reach 54. All right, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. All right, and so I see that I have 6 in each group. That makes sense, right? What's the related multiplication fact for 9 times something equals 54? If I focus just on the tens place, the factor that I multiply by 9 will be 1 digit greater than the tens place in the product. One place digit bigger than 5 would be 6. All right, 28 divided by 7. Okay, so 7 times what is 28? Well, 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. So 28 divided by 7 is 4. 9 divided by 9. In this case, let's go back to our cookies. This time I have 9 cookies, and I have 9 plates. I have to share them equally. So I'm going to put 1 on each plate. So any number divided by itself is 1. 40 divided by 5. Well, we should know our 5's times tables. But I'm going to say maybe you are having a brain freeze and you just couldn't quite remember. So we're going to make an array out of this one. So I have a row of 5. Okay, that's my divisor, 5. And I'm going to keep adding to those rows of 5 until I get to 40. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we have 5 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 rows of 8. So 5 rows of 8 is 40. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 36 divided by 9. Okay. So 9 times what is 36? Focus on the 36, the tens place. The factor that I multiply by 9 will be 1 digit more than the tens digit in the product. So 1 digit bigger than 3 is 4. So 9 times 4 is 36. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. Number 10. 8 divided by 2. Okay. 2 times what is 8? It is not something we really need to draw a picture for. We should just know that one, guys. 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 72 divided by 9. Well, let's say I couldn't remember this one. So 9 times what is 72? So again, let's look at the 7 of 72. The factor that I multiply by the 9 will be 1 greater than the tens place of the product. The tens place of 9 times something equals 72. The tens place is the 7. So the factor that I multiply by 9 will be 1 greater. 9 times 8. So 72 divided by 9 is 8. 56 divided by 8 equals what? All right, so we're going to take our 56 and we're going to divide by 8 groups. It would be much easier to just say 8 times what is 56. But let's put one counter in all 8 groups and keep adding 1 until we get to 56. Okay, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. And we have 3, 6, 7 in each group. I can make better 7 than that. 7. 27 divided by 9. 9 times what is 27? Or we can just say 9 groups and put a counter in each group and keep adding to the groups until I get to 27. So 9, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So there's 3 in each group. Okay, and again, if I was just focusing on the multiplication part of it, I'd look at the tens place of the product, and the factor that I multiply by 9 will be 1 more than that. 3. 5 divided by 1. Any number divided by 1 is that number. 36 divided by 4. 4 times what is 36? Well, I know 4 times 10 is 40. And so that's too many 4s, right? If I take away 4 from 40, that would be 36. So 4 times 9. Okay. 81 divided by 9. Well, 9 times 10 is 90. So 9 times 9 must be 81. 30 divided by 5. Well, it's real simple to just count by 5s. So we can also just make an array, though. So we're going to make a row of 5 and keep adding to it until we've used all 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 rows of 6. 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4. Okay, let's use equal groups. 4, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so there's 3 in each group. And 4 times 3 is 12, so that makes sense. 63 divided by 9 is what? Well, I just really think it's easiest to use the multiplication strategy here of a related multiplication fact. And if I look here at the tens place, the number that I multiply by 9 will be 1 greater. 1 greater than 6 is 7. 9 times 7 is 63. So 63 divided by 9 is 7. 2 times what is 16? Well, yeah, that is the related multiplication fact. Again, I really should know my 2's, but let's say we don't. So a strategy for solving that would be make 2 circles to represent 2 groups. And I keep adding 1 counter to each group until I get to 16. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And there's 8 in each group. 25 divided by what is 5? All right. Again, I should know my 5's. I should be able to say 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 6 is 30, 5 times 7 is 35, 5 times 8 is 40, 5 times 9 is 45, 5 times 10 is 50, 5 times 11 is 55, 5 times 12 is 60. And I should get to the point where I have those memorized so well that I just say 5 times 5 is 25. All right. I'm going to go ahead and show the strategy for repeated subtraction on this one, just in case we didn't know. We got to be able to figure it out, right? So we're going to repeatedly subtract 5 from 25 until we get to 0. All right, so 20 take away 5 is 15. 15 take away 5 is 10. 10 take away 5 is 5. And 5 take away 5 is 0. And we're going to count up how many times we subtracted 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. Find the unknown number. 64 divided by 8 equals some unknown number. 8 times what equals 64? Well, let's start with something we know. 8 times 5, even if I don't know what 8 times 5 is, let's start there, though, because we can count 5s quickly by 8 5s quickly, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So if 8 times 5 is 40, now I can keep adding 8s until I figure out what 8 times 8, 8 times what is 64. I told you 8, but okay, 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 7, 56. So all I'm doing is adding 8 to each product, each previous product, and 56 plus 8 is 64. So 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8. 0 divided by 9. You should immediately say 0. 0 divided by anything is 0. 20 divided by 4. So let's say I can't figure out 4 times what is 20. I'm going to make an array. I'm going to keep adding to the rows of 4 until I get 20. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we have 4 rows of 5. 9 divided by 9. We've already had that problem today. That's 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. All right, 26. 24 divided by 8 is what? Well, 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, because we're just adding 8 each time. So 24 divided by 8 is 3. 8 times 4, 24 plus 8 is 32. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. 8 times 5 is 40. 32 plus 8 is 40. And 8 times 6 is 48. So 48 divided by 8 is 6. All right, 27. 54 divided by what is 9? I'm going to write these out. And we're going to practice recognizing the pattern for dividing by 9. So 54 divided by 9 is the same as saying 9 times what is 54. 45 divided by 9 is the same as saying 9 times what is 45. 72 divided by 9 is the same as 9 times what is 72. And 63 divided by 9 is 9 times what equals 63. Okay, so I said that when we multiply by 9, that there's a pattern that helps us figure it out. One of the patterns is that the product always adds up to 9. So that's 9, 9, 9, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. So that was one of the patterns we noticed. Then another really helpful pattern is that the factor that's multiplied by 9 is always 1 greater than the tens place of the product. So 1 bigger than the 5 is 6. 1 bigger than 4, 5. 1 bigger than 7, 8. 1 bigger than 6, 7. So 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 8 is 72. And 9 times 7 is 63. All right, 28. Sophie has 2 new fish. She feeds one fish 4 pellets and the other fish 5 pellets each day. If Sophie has fed her fish 72 pellets, for how many days has she had her fish? All right, so she has 2 fish. One fish gets 4 pellets, the other gets 5 pellets. She's fed her fish 72 pellets. How many days has she had her fish? Well, she gives what total amount of pellets is she feeding her fish every day? So 4 plus 5. Why would I add 4 plus 5? Well, the one fish gets 4 and the other fish gets 5. So 4 plus 5, that would give me 9. All right, so the fish are getting 9 pellets each day. And they have 72 pellets. So if we give 9 to each day, how many groups would I have? So we can do an array. So here's 9, okay? That represents one day of 9. And now I'm going to add another day of 9 until I get to 72. All right, that's 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 70, 71, 72. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pellets per day for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days. So if she's fed them 72 pellets, she has had the fish 8 days. It will take 8 days of feeding 9 pellets per day to equal 72. 29. Each van going to the aquarium carries 9 students. If 63 third grade students go to the aquarium, what multiplication fact can you use to find the number of vans that will be needed? So each van has 9 students, 63 third graders are going. So the division problem for this would be 63 divided by something equals 9. So in this case, we have to figure out how many vans there are. So the related multiplication fact would be 9 times what is 63. Okay, let's use the pattern. 9 times what is 63? The factor that I multiply by the 9 will be 1 greater than the tens place. So 1 greater than 6 is 7. .302. Carlos has 28 blue tangfish and 17 yellow tangfish in one large fish tank. He wants to separate the fish so that there are the same number of fish in each of 9 smaller tanks. How many tangfish will Carlos put in each smaller tank? All right, so we know he has 28 blue and 17 yellow. He has 9 smaller tanks. All right, what do we need to find? How many tangfish will Carlos put in each smaller tank? Why do you need to use 2 operations to solve the problem? Well, we have 28 blue and 17 yellow. So we're going to use addition to find the total number of tangfish. Addition to find total number of tangfish. Division to separate the fish into 9 tanks. Okay. So addition to find the total number of tangfish, division to separate the fish into 9 tanks. Write the steps. Okay, so 28 plus 17. So 8 and 7 is 15. Regroup that as 1 10 and 5 ones. 2 10s plus 1 10 is 3 10s, plus the regroup 10 is 4. So 45 total fish. 45 divided by 9 equals something. So we have 9 fish tanks. Okay, there's our 9 fish tanks. And I'm going to put 1 fish in each tank until we've separated all 45. There's 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. All right, so there's 5 fish in each of the tanks. Could I also have just said 9 times what is 45? Yeah. Okay. This is just a strategy, right? If I don't need to use that strategy, write the answer. Okay. Complete the sentences. Carlos has 28 blue tankfish, and he had 17 yellowfish. So basically all we're doing here is explaining what we did here in C. He wants to separate the fish so that there are the same number of fish in each of 9 smaller tanks. So we added these two together to get 45. We're going to separate them into 9 smaller tanks, and we found out that there would be 5 fish in each of the smaller tanks. All right, and our last problem. Complete the chart to show the quotients. Remember, a quotient is the answer to a division problem. 27 divided by 9 is what? So 27 divided by 9 is the same as saying 9 times what is 27. 9 times what equals 18. 9 times what equals 45. And 9 times what equals 36. All right. So I know based on patterns that the number that I multiply by 9 will be, that factor will be 1 greater than the tens place of the product. All right, so 1 greater than 27 is, 1 greater than the 2 is 3. 1 greater than 1 is 2. 1 greater than 4 is 5. 1 greater than 3 is 4. Now, don't overgeneralize this and assume that I can do that for any multiplication problem. This is a pattern that works with the 9s, okay? All right, so I don't want to see you trying to do 6s like that. All right, so 27 divided by 9, 3. 18 divided by 9, 2. 45 divided by 9, 5. 36 divided by 9, 4. Okay? All right, guys. So that's it for lesson 7.9, dividing by 9. The next time we meet, we'll be working on problem solving, 2-step problems with the skills that we learned so far in chapter 7. So until then, may the numbers always be in your favor.